Hey everyone, and Happy New Year! I'm Big John, and welcome to the first 2022 episode of the Diz Ability Show. So, it is a new year, and things are starting to get back to normal in the parks. So, this week, I want to talk to you about some normalcy tips. Same thing I did last year when we approached the new year. So what we talk about is try to start fresh. Because the new year is now upon us, and there are some things to... And when you're at the parks now, things might get a little different now that parades are coming back. Typhoon Lagoon reopens tomorrow. And there's going to be a lot of changes. Every year has a lot of changes. And every year brings a few of those changes to the parks. So you try to take those face those challenges head on, and try to just enjoy the parks as if it was just any other day, you know. Just when you're in an indoor area or an indoor ride, plop your mask on. If you have disabilities, which is what this channel is all about, make sure you get the DAS pass. I talk about that all the time, cannot stress it enough. And always make sure that you, more importantly, have fun, because it's what Disney's all about. Fun. A place to be with families, because that's why Walt built Disneyland in the first place, so he could have a place to be with his daughters. Just a new year, new normal. So anyway, that's my tip. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. So, 2021 had some great videos in 2021. Probably some of the best videos we've ever done. It was hard to choose, but here goes. It's time for this week's Top 5 videos of 2021. Number 5, watching the SpaceX rocket launch from the beach of the Contemporary Resort. Now, me and my dad filmed this one early in the morning, and while we were staying at Bay Lake Tower back in April, and we went onto the beach, and I said that this was an unprecedented moment in the history of the Big John Network. And maybe one day there will be something that can top that, but who knows? Oh, this channel is full of surprises, as you all know. All right, number 4, our first ever ride on Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Now, let me tell you a little story. I don't know if I've told you this one before, but so the day we rode Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, the video you saw was actually our second try at it. Because the first try, we were right up next in line. We were about to board the ride vehicle, and sure enough, the ride just breaks down and dies for about half an hour. So then they gave us a return time, and we came back and we rode it. And it was totally worth it, because we got a great video that you guys can go watch right after this episode, okay? Okay. Number 3, speaking of glitches, our very first ride on Rise of the Resistance. Now, this was this past August, after many, many tries After our try back in Christmas of 2019, after our couple of tries back in April of this past April, we finally got to ride Rise, and we had some help on how to do it, thanks to one of the concierge cast members at the boardwalk, Kirk. Shout out to him. And we were able to ride it, but the first time we rode it, it was while we were at the end of the escape pod scene. It just broke down for about, say, 5 minutes. But you only saw like 1 minute of it because I edited it. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. So if you want to see what happens when a ride breaks down, you should watch that. And don't worry, there's going to be another breakdown video coming up of Runaway Railway. Anyway, number 2, our first ride on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Our very first time riding Mickey's first ever ride, and it was amazing. Imagineer Kevin Rafferty and his team did a great job on this ride. Moment of silence for the great movie ride. And it's amazing 2.5D experience. First of its kind. Disneyland will be getting it next year, along with their new version of Toontown. So, I can't wait to see what happens as Runaway Railway continues. Who knows, maybe we'll get some new scenes. We know, Disneyland's version might get some new scenes. You never know. It's Disney. It's all about unexpected stuff, which is what the new year is all about. But yeah, a great ride, great animatronics, great scenery, great everything. And hashtag Chubby rules. And now our number 1 video of 2021, watching Epcot Forever. This was, for me, that a once-in-a-lifetime thing, because Epcot Forever is no more. We now have Harmonious now. A lot of people, including I've never seen Harmonious, but I think Epcot Forever is better than Harmonious because it actually encompasses the true feeling, the true history of Epcot. Maybe, who knows, maybe somewhere around the corner it'll come back. And those giant tacos will be out of the way. Anyway, so if you're a fan of the channel, let me know in the comments what your favorite video on this channel was. And we got a whole lot of, and don't worry, we got a whole lot of stuff coming up this year. We even have some even more videos from October that have yet to be uploaded, but they will. We got new episodes of the show coming here from the studio. We're going to have a couple episodes from my ski condo. A couple episodes of... We'll even have an episode from Jamaica. We'll even do... Of course, we have a trip to Disney coming up in April. We have our March Madness tournament coming up. We're going to be going down to Disney in July for my birthday. We'll do some videos from my RV. This year is going to be packed. There might be some even more surprises. You never know. And of course, our goal this year, try to hit... We are currently at 342 subscribers, but now our goal right now is to reach 400. But as you all know, our ultimate goal is to get up to 1,000, because I know you want to see me do some live streams from the parks. I want to do live streams from the parks. So make sure you tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your parents, tell your dogs, subscribe to this channel. Make 2022 the Big John Network's big breakthrough year. So anyway, that's this week's show. As I said, let me know in the comments if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, and I'll make sure it gets into a future episode. Now, for this week's shout-outs, Make sure you check out my friend Beth over at Beth's Disney Adventures. She does amazing live streams from the parks each and every week. Also, make sure you check out Tanya, aka That Crazy Disney Lady. She also does awesome prime time, as I call them, live streams. Also, make sure you check out my buddy Michael over at Mousepiration. He and his fiance Chrissy are on the recovery side now. They're doing all right. They do the Not So Late Night Mousepiration Talk Show 2 Sundays a month, and of course they might be bringing back their Mousepiration podcast. Check them out; they are awesome. Also, make sure you check out Brian and Amanda, also great live streamers. And as always, for the latest attraction news, make sure you check out my good friends over at Attractions Magazine. And if you have not subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? Make sure you subscribe and ding the bell for notifications so that you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, have a zippity-doo-dah day.